Breguet overcoil, and if it got a Breguet overcoil, it got a Grossman inner curve. That inner curve, before you get seasick, I do it like this, because he's not mentioned enough. That inner curve, the degrees when it comes into the collet, has to be exactly the same. And look at the deep blue color of the carbon steel balance wheel. Carbon steel, I'm going to make a video. If you polish it, highly polished, if you degrease it like insane, because any spot of grease won't allow the carbon steel to be in contact with the oxygen in the air, so it will not turn blue, because the turning blue is the not connection, what do you call it, reaction between the carbon steel and the oxygen in the air within a certain temperature range, just about 10 degrees centigrade. Such a small bandwidth, but I will show you. But this deep blue is the real master of the process. It is a lovely watch. There is the cut, so you cannot grip the sides of the balance wheel, because then it won't be poised again. And I think I know for sure by looking at, this is underneath the double roller, it is tapped in place, this double roller. I presume this is not the original balance staff, because hardened steel will not bend like this. So I think it's the balance staff was replaced before. Because see if it works with this balance staff remover. I really do not like the Platax. This is the Bergeon number. Again, we're not sponsored in any way, but this just happens to be the tool I use. And now we'll see if I think the balance staff is, yeah, interesting. I'm going to tap this one out. First I'm going to do the measurements of this balance staff, even though we have the caliber number. We have to know the dimensions of the balance staff while it is in place. Then we remove the double roller, or probably tap it out. Have the stake rest on this bit. Yeah. And just tap it out. Then it's probably still attached, the double roller, to the balance staff. And then have a stake resting on this bit, and then we tap, and the double roller resting on this, and then we tap it out from the other side. Yeah. Mr. Roundel, the rivets look cracked. Yeah. Yeah, that's the approach. Oh, and look at that. It's bent already. You see the impulse jewel slightly lopsided. You have to be very, very, very careful. It's loose. Well, a bit of a drop, but we get there. We will get there. And again, nobody is born a watchmaker, so you have to experiment. I just love these double cut wheels. The teeth cut like that, then again teeth cut like that. It's beautiful stuff. This is the really old grease, not the synthetic one. Well, what do we find underneath here? Plenty of lubrication. And here we can see that they placed in an insane amount of oil, but what we see here is without cleaning the movement, so there's no use whatsoever. And you really need to clean vintage watches. Again, just look how crisp the machining is on these parts. Every single part, every angle you look on it, you just see the quality. Just the teeth on this sliding pinion. The machining, the finishing, the angles are dead straight. And again, 100 years old. Hey. Look at that. This small slit suggests a T-shaped hook. So the end of the spring is not like this, but a T-shape, so slightly higher. So then on exactly the other side should be the slit as well, because there is a T-shape. There you can see the T-hook, and it should be in there. So there's something going on with the mainspring. It shouldn't be placed like this. Arbor is out, and now it is nice and flat, and the spring will hopefully stay in place. Well, 2 more screws, and I think it's wise to check the rubies, because we already found 1 ruby to be broken because of the drop of the watch. That one is okay. These ones are okay. But then again, there are, what, 15 or 17 jewels. First the center wheel. Well, beautiful condition. Nice. Just the quality of the wheels and the machining. It is such high quality watch. Like new, look at that. So, no worries for that one. So, let's see if we can check the ruby for the balance wheel. So to remove that small plate with some Rodico. Well, no shock system, no Inca block, no KIF. Look at that. Where there should be oil in the middle of the jewel, there's hardly any. And the outside is just so much oil in there. So I hope the removal of the balance stuff makes sense. It is tricky, especially because it's a temperature compensated balance wheel. But what a lovely journey this beautiful pocket watch Omega 1925. We are going to replace the jewel, the broken jewel, cracked jewel. There's a video on that on our YouTube channel Chronoglide. We are going to replace the balance stuff. There's a video on our YouTube channel Chronoglide, including the poising of the balance wheel, stuff like that. We're going to clean it, and otherwise there's a tiny bit of play in the arbor, but hammer time, video of that. So all the tricks of the trade I'm going to use to make this watch perfect again, you can see step by step, very comprehensive on our YouTube channel Chronoglide. So and fitting of the impulse jewel, just a tiny bit of shellac on the back, all in one place. Again, all of you, thank you so much for spending your evening with me. I hope you agree, such a lovely piece, antique pocket watch Omega 1925. If you like the stream, please hit the like button. That is very helpful for the growth of our channel.